Hi Stampers, my name is Sandy Hancock. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator with Stampin' Up! Coming to you from Southern California, and today is Monday, February 24th, 2025. Today I'm going to show you two cards made with the Secret Garden DSP, and today I'm adding two of the dies from the brand new Fancy Borders bundle. Now this bundle is going to be available next week. So it's going to be available Tuesday, March the 4th. It has some great sayings in it. And I'm going to show you the dies. So today I'm using the first die. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and take that one out. Let me see here. Oops, don't drop it. Okay, I'm going to use this one, and then I'm going to be using this one. And then next week, I have 4 cards for you made out of this heart die. It's so beautiful. Okay, are we ever going to get tired of this gorgeous rose DSP? Comes in pink, blue, and yellow, and I love each one of them so much. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to get this fancy curve. And then this right here, you know, a lot of the papers in this Secret Garden scrapbooking kit have this little 1/2-inch border on them. So be very careful with it. Just cut that border off first thing, because the DSP is 12 inches plus the border. Now on the back side, it's just writing, but be very careful with the border. Don't cut it up. So just cut it off and you'll be able to use it a little bit later. Okay, so let's get started on this card from the Fancy Borders and Secret Garden. And I'll show you what we're going to need. Okay, so I'm going to put this down. I might cover that up for a minute. Okay, so we're going to have DSP. That's 5.5 by 4 1/4. Then we're going to have an extra piece of, and this is the regular, this is not the thick, this is the regular cardstock white. And each of these is 5.5 by 4 1/4. You'll see why I'm doing that in a minute. And then I have my regular card along with my little pieces here. Okay, now in order to get started, I'm going to cut off 3/4 of an inch. So the front is going to end up being 3.5 by 5.5. That's going to be minus 3/4 of an inch. So let me get my cutter. Okay, so 3/4 of an inch. Ooh, you know what? I've never done this from this direction. Let's see, I don't know what that was for, but I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so there's an inch, here's 3/4 of an inch. I don't know why that was there. I'm sure I had a good reason. Oh, duh. Got to put it over this way. All right, now I usually use my big cutter to do this. Okay, so now here's 3/4 of an inch. Gone, we don't need that. All right, so now what's going to happen, as you can see, this die is too long. It's 6 1/4 inches. It's too long to fit through the die going this way. So I had to take an extra, let me see, had to take an extra piece of cardstock. I'm going to add the DSP on top of it, and we're going to run it through this way. And then I'm going to add this to the front of the card. Okay, so here we go. First off, I'm going to put adhesive on the DSP, and we're going to get that, and I'm going to add quite a bit because we're going to be cutting off. Okay, let's get it going the right direction. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can add this and get all of it lined up just right. Okay, that is not looking just right. Maybe that my white is just a tad bit bigger. I'm not kidding, this is the hardest part of the card for me. Just getting these lined up. No. Okay, I really have made 2 of these already. Okay, this is good. All right, so now here's our die. And I want the curve this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this is 5.5. So I'm going to pull this over to the edge of my glass mat, and I'm going to just put the center of this right over. So what's half of 5.5? It's going to be 2 3/4. So I'm going to put that right over 2 3/4. And then I'm going to line the little humps up with the edge. I'm going to look at the sides. Do they look like they're even? Yes, they do. Okay, then I'm going to just tape this in place. Okay, so now I'm going to go run this through this way because it won't go through that way. Make sense? Okay, so give me a second. Here we go. And since I have 2 layers, I'm going to run it through a couple of times. I'm not sure I need to, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. All right, so let's see what we've got here. Take off our tape carefully. Well, okay, go this way. All right, so see, here's what we cut off right here. And I'm just going to put this away. Not that I think I could ever lose a die. Ho, ho, ho. Take the tape off of it too. Okay. All right. Okay, isn't this gorgeous? Oh my word. Okay, this is trash. All right, so now I'm going to bring back my card that has the 3/4 inch part off, because see, this is what I want right here. Okay, so now I'm not going to put the adhesive on this. I'm going to put adhesive on this part so that I'll know exactly where to put it. And Secret Garden, by the way, it's still available. I just checked. So it's on the last chance, but I have no idea how much more they have. Okay, so now the goal is to get this lined up with the front of the card, which is not very hard to do. There we go. Okay, here we go. Woohoo! Okay, so now see this raw edge right here? I just took some of the cardstock and I cut a 1/4 inch by 5.5, and I'm simply going to put that, oops, not with that one, I won't. Okay, I'm just going to simply put this right here so that this doesn't look so raw when somebody opens the card. Ta-da! Okay. All right, now I cut I think this is 1 inch. It is. This is 1 inch, and I'm going to put it over on the right. For my other cards, I actually had some little borders I could use off of the end of the DSP, but I'm out of that. I don't have anything with blue on it. So I thought, no problem. I'm just going to cut myself. This one needs a little bit of trimming. Just cut 1 inch of the DSP. I mean of the cardstock. There we go. All right. Okay, so this is not hard, is it? And I just went ahead and did this because I've been doing this inside of all my cards. I just think this is so pretty. It's a part of the Secret Garden. Okay, so now we just need a greeting and we're done. I'm going to take, I stamped Sending Lots of Love. This is from the Hearts of Elegance. And I cut it out with Unbounded Love, a die from Unbounded Love. And then I'm simply going to put 2 extra pieces. Oh, you know what? These have a certain direction. I wonder if this is correct. Nope. These hearts have, the ovals have a certain direction. that they go. Let's see if this is the right direction. Yes, okay. So I'll go ahead and put adhesive on this, add it here. Okay, then I just want it a little bit, I want some depth. I don't want it to just be flat on the card. So I have to kind of decide where I'm going to put this. I'm not really crazy about, it's kind of bunched up down there. I think I'll put it there. Okay, and then we just need some embellishments. So honestly, can't you guys say this is an easy card? It's just one cut, a few little additions. And these are they're called Ombre Matte Decorative Dots. And I'm just using the lightest ones because they tend to match this, this is boho blue I'm using to match their cardstock. So, I don't have two the same color. Oh well. I was going to use the lightest ones. Hey, you. Let me see if I can do this. I'll put a little tiny one in the middle. No, is that what I did? I did it just the opposite. Okay. Okay, let me try that. Okay, this is the lightest one we have. I'm going to put it right in the center. Then this little guy, who's playing hard to get, is going to go there. There's another little guy that's going to go here. That's it. I think it's a simple card. It's beautiful. Okay, and then I'll show you my first one that I made. And the greeting on this one is from Sketch Butterflies, wishing you a beautiful birthday. And since we don't have cardstock to match the green, I just used the cardstock that comes in the kit, the Secret Garden kit, to cut my circle. Okay, now this one was my trial and error one. I had already cut this up and, oh brother. So this doesn't make me happy, but that's just the way it is. Okay, so I've got my little piece there, 1/4 inch to cover up the ragged edge. So there's the, okay. So we've got this and the pink and the blue. Aren't these beautiful? Just a simple little curve makes a card so special. All right, now I'm going to show you the next card. And this one, okay, let's get the second die. I'm going to be using this die, which again is too long to go through. Okay. Did I write this down? I thought I did. Well, I don't know what I did with it. This piece of DSP is 3 1/4. I did have it written down, and I don't know what I did with it. Okay. And then I just went ahead. Okay, where's my... Oh, here it is, 3 1/4. I'm making a pink one this time. Oh, I guess I didn't need this, but I did want to show you. This is the die that I'm using to cut this. It's just so beautiful, but I've already cut them because I didn't really think you needed to wait for me to cut them. And so, okay, so 3 1/4. So this is what I'm making. This one is just so unbelievably simple. Unbelievably simple. Okay. What I did with my greetings. Of course, I don't know what I did with my greetings. Oh, yes, it's right in front of me. Okay. All right, so now what I'm going to do is so what I did is I just put this on the edge of the cardstock, the die, and then I just cut it off. I think I have 1 inch. I cut 1 inch and then put this along the edge and ran it through. And it doesn't even matter if they're the same size because really it's only the edge that counts. So I'm going to go ahead and place these on the front of my card. And I'm just kind of guessing. I think I want it about here. There's really no exact place to put it. And then I'm going to put the other border on. And I think I want it about, is that about the same? I think so. About there. And then it looks like these need to be trimmed. Okay. Then 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we're going to be putting our DSP on. we're going to do is center it. Boy, my white cardstock must be, isn't that funny? My white cardstock must have been a little bit short or something. I need to trim each one of these. Okay, now how hard was that? Or should I say, how simple was that? And then inside, I just put, this is like a 3/4 of an inch piece. I just cut that off so that when you open it up, you can see more of the same. And then here we go again with sending lots of love. And this also is out of the Unbounding Love, this particular die. And I usually put, you know, 2 or 3 underneath it, but in this case, I'm not, because I'm pretty happy with it. Just being, whoops, that's not straight though. Hello. I'm pretty happy with it just being very, very simple. And I just realized I did not figure out what, oh yes, I did. Yes, I did, yes, I did. Okay, so once again, I'm using the Ombre Matte Decorative Dots, and you wouldn't think they were going to match. You think this is pink, and it is pink, but you know what? These look to me coral, but the light ones match this beautifully. So I'm gonna figure out where, oh, are you kidding me? That one just flew halfway across the desk. Okay, so let's see. Where do I wanna put these so they're gonna be seen? I think I'll put some little ones on there. Just a couple little cute ones. All right. Hello, isn't this easy? So simple. You know, on this one, I did sending lots of love because I had room down here to not cover up my roses. But here, if I put something like that, I was going to cover up the beautiful roses. So I thought, no problem, I'll just put something up on top, and I think that'll be fine. So there you go. 2 more amazingly beautiful cards out of the Secret Garden. How can we go wrong with the Secret Garden? And now we're adding these fancy borders. So there's the number for the bundle, the set, the dies, and these will be available starting Tuesday, March the 4th. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Like I said, we'll be using the hearts, and you're gonna love the cards, I think. All right, see you next time. Bye-bye.